timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. First down, Allen. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there on the first play of the game. It would appear these guys aren't fooling around. A big play on the second play from scrimmage.
Well, last night at our meeting, you said you thought that they would test the secondary early. But I don't know if you meant it on the second play of the game. I thought you meant, as we get into it a little bit, they decide to just come right out swinging.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. This is Smith with a grab. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. To throw, it's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And the Browns are going to get the finish as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. They go play action now. Ryan. He'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even given up a defensive touchdown.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
On 2nd and a long way to go. Allen, he's going deep for Brown. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted.
Picked off by the rookie Asante Samuel.
But to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline, and now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball.
And that's going to be caught from Brown's touchdown. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Browns have taken the early lead. lay it good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Well, this defense for the Browns, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw down that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice game there.
And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Allen. And his pass incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Out to his left. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's White. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Extra point splits the uprights.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. After the sack on 1st down, Ryan, he's going to look deep for more.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by the to former first-rounder Trey Waynes.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be?
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time.
Picked off right around the 43. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
And as a defender, if you come up with 2 interceptions in a game, that's pretty rare in the NFL. You might see one guy a weekend do that, but have 2 in the first quarter, that's something you don't see all that often. I have a feeling they'll think twice about throwing in his direction too often.
A run there with Mostert as he'll push this forward and call it a 4-yard gain on 1st down.
Play action. It's Ryan. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And looking at Houston defensively, they've got a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd. These 2 teams all tied after 1. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns have taken the lead.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
A short kick taken at the 18. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Allen. To the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Allen to throw once more. He completes it right side to White. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here's Allen to throw it. Rolling to his right. Touchdown, Texans. James White, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
He'll get that out wide to Duvernay. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Unable to corral him. He fights through. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
So often on these RPOs, we see the ball get from the quarterback to the receiver in what feels like a nanosecond. But on this play, he actually cleared coverage downfield a bit before the ball got to him. The net result, though, a considerable gain.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. He's to the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A short kick, now a hit, and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
They hand it off to Mostert. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Here's Ryan to throw. This is caught. Not much there, only a yard. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 3-yard line.
55, Mike. Hey, Sam. Hey, eat. Let's get it.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
I'm going to run you over.
Now Ryan. And it'll be intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Play action. Ryan. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Matt Ryan now 3 first-half touchdown passes, and the Browns add 6 to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Matt Judon. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go play action with Ryan. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan under pressure, and they got to him again. Leonard Floyd picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to look deep for more. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Oh, they hate that. Wipes out the big play.
And I know this is the NFL, so they would probably fine you for this type of a penalty. But when I was in college, you used to have to do up-downs for the number of yards that you cost a team in a big play.
These two coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. On first down, Ryan. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On first and 10, it's Ryan. Again, he finds Moore. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Here's Ryan. He's got it. Touchdown, Browns. And Ryan connecting on his 4th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Browns add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. A short kick taken at the 18. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get the... And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. On play action, Allen. And now here's another interception. Picked off around the 37, and he'll bring this one back to the 29. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They'll run right side with Mostert. 54 yards on the ground for him so far.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now it's Ryan. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now it's Ryan. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Matt Ryan now with 5 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott now to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And this is caught at the 20. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jonnu Smith, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Texans get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They won more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
They run with Mostert off the option.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Breaks through the contact, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
69 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield, but he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
He's turning in a pretty impressive performance running the football, and a big reason why they have this nice lead.
And in days gone by, we would clip this out and put it up on the refrigerator, wouldn't we? Clip out the box score. Nowadays, not too many newspapers out there. Maybe you screenshot it online.
This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Go, go, go. Hatch it. Watch the ship.
And they'll get this to Ruggs on the jet sweep.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Henry Ruggs
With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Browns get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Elliott on for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Browns 49, Texans 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because...
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. He's going deep for Brown. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by the rookie Asante Samuel.
Oh, that's the way to run it, boy.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie, an interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Elliott now to kick this one away.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
He's going to look deep now for Landry. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Hey, check it
to the air. Allen. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Texans on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. Here's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Houston. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser.
And you'd think on 3rd down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks. And I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the 4th.
No, not at all, and they're trying to get something going after one there, but you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Check 43.
And he's got his big tight end here. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them. To throw is Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 30. Come on, man. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. And Allen will have the 1st down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dayon Buchanan in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen, he'll get that out to the flat to White. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Now Allen. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player in the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
One final try here for Allen. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. White. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. On second and goal, Allen, and he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Josh Allen. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Texans get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
No problem there on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
2nd and 10 at the Texans' 47-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is caught. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Henry Ruggs, 47 yards. And the Browns are on their way to a 2-0 start. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
63, Texans 35. Jake Elliott set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Allen now looks to throw. His throw incomplete.
This has been a rough one to put it mildly for him, and after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Yo. Mike 17, Mike 17. Pick it up, guys, pick it up. 17's Mike, Mike 17.
To throw, it's Allen sliding out of the pocket. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 30. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
I think the reason this play's so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is. He's at a full run by the time he gets the football.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. A handoff running left is Mostert.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That play unable to get started thanks to the defense of Quan Alexander.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
It's our field. It's our field. Hey, it's our house. 52's the mic, boys. 52. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Space. 51. 52.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, y'all.
Play action. It's Ryan. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And a dump off to White. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. On play action, Allen hit. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down.
Allen rolling to his right, letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it.
And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?